So you're going to take him to practice?
This is you.
Mark, I've got to give you 4 patients first thing. We have a capacity problem. Lise, I'll get you a preceptor in a minute.
You knew being a charge nurse in a major hospital would be demanding.
Yeah, of course I want to see him pitch. I just don't know what time I'll be able to get away.
But you want to help people.
Rod, look at the chart for the patient with the shattered knee. You'll need a transporter to help you.
I can help.
Sometimes, though, you could use a little help yourself.
Put his patient in 4950.
Status post-colon resection?
Yes.
I got it.
It was a tricky procedure. Keep an eye on her, okay?
Sure thing, Dr. Land.
You try to be professional, but there are so many demands on your time.
Look, you know I've got a new boss. Yeah, she's fine, but she wants me to sit on some process improvement committee. Like, I have time for that. I mean, I've been bringing this stuff up forever.
Does anyone even notice what you do?
Oh, is 4962 ready yet?
Somebody's still in there.
What?
Somebody's still in there.
Yeah, I'll pick her up on the way.
You've always strived to be professional, which is a key patient care value. But over time, the realities of your job have compromised those values. You're taking shortcuts you never considered before. Using your cell phone at the nurse's station, taking personal calls while dealing with patient assignments, referring to patients by their procedures instead of by their names.
What?
Your patient in 4950?
The chatty colon resection?
What, is her bed too high this time or too low?
Lately, she just wants the channel change.
She's hungry.
I just saw her on rounds 20 minutes ago. She wasn't hungry then.
The number of times she calls, she could count as 2 patients.
Haskin will have my head if I am late to this meeting.
Chances are this patient just wants to chat, and her chats are never short. How do you handle a patient like this? What do? See the patient yourself. Or ask. You have administrative demands, so you hand your patient off to Mark.
Huge favor.
I have patients of my own, you know.
You'll have more if I get fired. Just look in on her. 2 minutes, tops. I'll check her when I get back.
Okay.
I owe you.
Problem solved. But when did patients become your problem instead of your priority? Wrong choice. Patient first is a key value for quality patient care. It doesn't always have to be you that answers the patient's needs, but patient first is everyone's priority. It is a privilege to take care of patients. Instead, you treated Mrs. Wimberly as a burden. You've tried to improve the environment, but your reception hasn't been friendly. In each case, you were politely ignored or shot down. Keep trying? You're feeling frustrated and ignored. You've brought up facilities issues before, but haven't seen any action on them. Do you keep pushing? Let it go. Or speak up.
I can't let wet floors and mold remediation be a continuous health and safety issue.
This is part of a multi-million-dollar renovation project. We can't nitpick the minor issues.
It's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. And it's not a minor issue if it affects employee and patient safety. We've already had a tech do the kerplunk on water from the ceiling overhead.
Kerplunk?
He's on workers' comp now.
I'm sorry.
Does this rise to the threshold of calling in an outside contractor?
I wouldn't do it until we're absolutely sure there's no short-term fix.
It's important to bring these things to the table, and Mr. Haskin acknowledged your point. Are you going to follow through on your concerns? Administration can take it from here. Or push for a resolution. You want to do everything you can, so you own the issue and get proactive.
It's already an environmental and safety issue for staff, patients, and visitors. I don't want it to become a liability issue. I'd be happy to get you a memo detailing the problem, the day-to-day reality, and maybe some short-term solution requests.
No one wants this to become a liability issue. I'll talk to environmental services. Anything else?
Some of the ceiling tiles have water damage. They're stained and ugly. They drip more water, they've got to carry mold, and it leaves the patients with a bad impression. It could impact patient satisfaction.
We'll get those replaced. Anything else?
You see that a solution is finally on the way.
Not today.
Thank you. I need to know about this stuff.
Good job. It was worth making your point. Good job. You didn't just point out a problem, you offered a solution. You are an advocate for patients and staff. If you take the initiative, Others will eventually follow your lead.